What's up, people? What's up? I'm out here on these back roads of South Jersey and figured, why not make a little video, talk to some of y'all that maybe need a little bit of encouragement, and maybe, you know, some of my experience, you know, can help, you know, you guys find yourself in a better position to reach the goals that you're seeking to achieve. So with that said, I want to share a quote that I heard many years ago before I started my own business, and it said, there's 6 words to the success of any business: find a need and fill it. And even though I'm not primarily talking to entrepreneurs, this quote applies to both. It applies to people that start their own business, and it applies to people that work for someone else. Because whether you're selling, you know, products and services directly to the consumer, or you're providing those services, you know, through your daily job working for someone else, it's the same thing. That business is not going to be successful if you are not successful. So the thing to keep in mind is that, you know, to be successful, we have to provide quality products and services to someone else that is looking for those things. And so if you work for someone else, you still have competition. You have your coworkers. When it comes time to get a raise or a promotion, your boss, your manager, is looking at them as well, right? Who deserves it? And so, you know, that is super important to remember, right? That if you want to succeed, you have to eclipse the competition. You have to be so good that they cannot ignore you. So the point is, you know, we in cybersecurity and DFIR and, you know, blue, red, whatever, we are in a very unique position in the sense that we can study the material that in many cases is either free or easy to acquire, low cost. Certainly there's some things that are more expensive. I'm not going to name the names of those, you know, courses, but there's so much material out there that you don't even have to pay for, or, you know, cost very little money. And if you are willing to put in the time, right, behind the scenes, studying, putting in those long hours and long nights, staying up until 2-3 o'clock in the morning, you know, you can certainly get yourself to that level of knowledge and skill where someone is going to pay you a lot of money, right? And really that is the goal. I mean, you certainly want to be happy, you know, in what you do for a living. But ultimately, you know, the goal is to get money. I don't care what anybody tells you, right? If you're working for shits and giggles, I don't know, you might be a weirdo. The point of working is so you can get that medium of exchange to do the things that you want to do in life, to have the things that you want to have in life. You know, whether it's a house, it's a nice car, it's vacation, it's going out to eat, it's going, you know, to, you know, different countries with travel, whatever it is. Money is that medium of exchange. In most cases, you can't work for someone and say, oh, you know, give me a plane ticket, pay my mortgage. No, it's to get that money. And so, you know, certainly you don't need money to be happy, but money certainly makes life more pleasant. Now, I don't think any of us are going to argue with that, right? We don't want to be in those positions where we're wondering where our next meal is coming from, you know, if we're going to be able to pay our cell phone bill, right? So with all that said, I don't need to harp on that. I just want to share my personal experience. I started out in IT, you know, did desktop support, you know, built computers, did all of that crap, installed firewalls, routers, switches, did all that stuff. Focused on, you know, the cybersecurity almost all the time, but didn't work in it. I always you know, was curious about how things work. I was the kid that took shit apart. Anytime something broke in a house, I fixed it. But the point is most people in cybersecurity are attracted to it because it gives them this arena to solve problems, right? We're all kind of, you know, addicted in that sense, you know, to that constant problem-solving environment. So anyway, you know, I started out, I read blogs, I struggled to, you know, understand Metasploit and Meterpreter and, you know, all of that stuff, DLL injection, all of that stuff, you know, in my early days. I really didn't understand it at all. And all of us start there. None of us are born knowing exactly what to do. You know, some of us pick it up faster than others, but that doesn't mean you can't still win the race, right? You know, the tortoise and the hare story. So I don't care how old you are, when you started out, what your race is, whatever. If you can become so good they can't ignore you, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what sex or race you are. You're gonna fucking kill it. You're gonna become so desired because the competition can't do what you do. And this is the goal. You can do it. I don't care, you know, if you dropped out of high school and you haven't been doing shit for 10 years. This is a field, if you have the intelligence and the willpower and the curiosity and the dedication to learn, before you know it, you can be making over 150,000 a year, you know, and killing it and be very happy doing it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that, you know, too often, man, in this world, people do not pursue their dreams. They give up. And I'm just here to tell you, you can fucking do it. All right? Over and out.